So Drake and PartyNextDoor's album is out now. Some Sexy Songs for You is the name of the album. I have not listened to any of it. I've seen some feedback from folks, and the feedback ranges from this totally sucks to, there are some good tracks on here that I really like. So it's kind of a mixed bag of feedback that I've seen so far. But what I wanted to talk about in this video was the back and forth that happened between Drake and Joe Budden. And in case you didn't know, Drake and Joe Budden have had an ongoing feud. Really, the earliest I'm aware of is 2016, and it really all started with, Joe in his podcasting role now, critiquing some of Drake's music. I think it was the first album he may have said something about Drake was Views, where he said he sounded uninspired. So from there was a lot of back and forth. Um, Joe even actually released a few diss tracks to Drake. Drake never addressed Joe Budden directly in a diss track. He would drop a line here and there. He mentioned Joe's ex-girlfriend Tahiri in a song. He may say stuff subliminally. Did I say that right? Anyway, he may say things on stage. He may, of course, troll him, but he never full on released a diss track in response to Joe. And it was funny because in one of Joe's diss tracks, he talks about Drake being fake and how he doesn't really want to challenge a real MC because he knows what would happen to him if he really challenged a real MC, which is kind of interesting from Joe saying that to him years ago, considering what we just saw happen to Drake with Kendrick Lamar. So, understanding that Drake and Joe Budden have been beefing with each other off and on over years, Drake, I feel, really took this jab on this day at Joe Budden, coincidentally at the same time that Joe was actually recording his podcast, just to get energy around this project that was just released, because Drake has got to want this to be received well and to have a good response to this new music, especially after what he just came through, if he's actually even on the other side of it yet, but after what he went through with Kendrick Lamar. So let's take a listen at what Joe had to say.
Drake on Instagram now posting me. Nigga, stop it. It's over. It's
Right now?
Right now, right this second. My little smoking out the garden.
So Drake posts this on his Finsta account, a slowed down video of Joe Budden at Madison Square Garden under a Lil Wayne track. And it's not meant to be a compliment. I don't know if he wants us to see what? Joe Budden potbelly, or Joe Budden smoking, or Joe Budden in sweats. I'm not sure what he wanted us to take from this, but whatever he's doing, rest assured, is not meant to be complimentary.
Dog, don't try it. Nope. No, 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 no. 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 Don't get your kicked for the last 9 months and then come back over here, Kiki. Nope. No, sir.
Well, and Drake does have a habit of responding in very weird ways, trolling in very weird ways. Like, you knew he was triggered seeing Serena at the Super Bowl because he posted a picture of him and her ex-manager, which was a very weird picture. So, what are you trying to say, Drake? Whatever it is, we know it's something messy. He also posted a picture of Lionel Richie's daughter, who is, I believe, married to one of Lucian Grange's sons, and she has on like a OVO sweater. So what are you trying to tell us, Drake? We don't know. We know it's something, again, something messy that you're suggesting, but he posted those pics. So, his behavior when he's in this spiraling, and even when he wasn't spiraling, he has a tendency to troll and be very passive aggressive within his trolls. And so, yeah, he tends to go to every place often, but not directly to where he may need to go if he really wants to have a confrontation at this point in time in his career. So, yeah, he does some weird things.
Don't go get shot all through the year and then pop up like Bernie at Weekend at Bernie's wanting to shoot at me now. No, nigga. Go spin.
I mean, really think about it. At all of the people who were taking shots at Drake during his battle with Kendrick, how in the world did Joe Budden get near the top of the list of people he wanted to clap back at?
Hey, Drake, don't shoot at me now that you ice cold. I'm not doing a back and forth with a corpse.
Come on, man.
I'm not doing. I wanted to do it when you was lit. It was fun.
And Joe is telling the truth about when Drake was all upset about his critique as his music. At that point, Joe is very much into his podcasting role. Joe released 2 diss tracks towards Drake, and Drake never responded to him with a diss track. He would troll on social media. He may drop a line here or there in a song, but he never responded to Joe with a full on diss track. So, don't know why he didn't want to take Joe on. Don't know if he thought he wasn't worth battling because he wasn't actively rapping anymore, but yet he did release 2 diss tracks against Drake. Don't know. But for whatever reason, he never released a diss track dedicated solely to Joe. Now, Drake did respond to Joe back then on social media with this long post. In the Cliff Notes version of this long post, he was basically telling Drake, I mean, Drake was basically telling Joe that his career wasn't shit. He was a one hit wonder. He wished he could have, achieved the things he'd achieved. And you can pause here if you want to read literally this whole thing. But this is how Drake responded to Joe. Never with a diss track.
And 99 niggas done jumped on your ass. You out smoking hookah and turquoise boots. Don't post me. Nigga, go get your lick back.
Well, Drake is apparently very comfortable trying to get his lick back at the women, going after Serena's and her ex manager, Lionel Richie's daughter, and apparently also Joe Budden. And I think even the line he has in one of his songs on this new project, directed at Melissa Ford, who is a co host on the Joe Budden podcast. She's also from Canada. And he tells her that she's a legend from the six and he hates to see her with a D sucker, referring to Joe Budden. So I think what Drake is actually doing in this moment is that he's trying to use Joe Budden as a part of his stimulus package. He knows that Joe Budden gets a lot of attention. He has a lot of eyes on his podcast. Joe Budden has a lot of viral moments. So I think Drake is definitely trying to tap into that to help rejuvenate his career or to help him recover a bit from what he just suffered. So we'll see how all of this turns out. We'll see ultimately where people land with this new project. Again, I haven't listened to it. The reviews I've seen from fans who listen to the music, it's been kind of a mixed bag. But we'll see. So thank you all so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And until the next time, bye.